Alright. That was a hefty bit of side questing that we just did, but I think it's time to get back to the main quest.
Indeed.
Let's go visit the head of the Malkavians in the city. Surely he won't be, you know, in the head, like Jeanette was.
This'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let's make a quick save first. I'll save there.
Going somewhere?
Away from here. Grout's mansion. Hey, look who's here. What are you doing here?
Quite a nice place.
What are you doing here?
Is he echoing?
Yeah.
Well, I might just ask you the same thing.
Out now.
What, are you looking into Grout's disappearance too?
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Why? What's inside? He just walks? Well, that was really strange.
Ugh.
Hello, ma'am. You feeling alright? Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Well, you attacked first. She left me no choice, man. Huh.
Ugh.
I got a bad feeling here.
We can't leave.
Oh, goodness, you're right. Oh, hey, I didn't know we were getting a Soul Calibur cameo. Hey, Voldo.
Oh, and the guitars.
These guys...
Wow, they hurt.
Yeah. Can I eat him? He had claws, so he really is Voldo.
Oh, so this is what well it does in the present. Alright.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if he was, like, immortal and he just survived to the present and was just still guarding that money pit?
I've always wondered exactly what Valdo is.
Crazy, apparently. There's a tape recorder.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
So this Grout fellow was apparently a psychologist and a Malkavian. That's quite the combo.
The fact that he even, like, talked about Sigmund Freud studies, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, we have another unknown item. What have we here? The Weekapog Thistle, I hope I pronounced that right. Increases defense by 1 point. Okay, cool. Free. Totally free. So this is actually a puzzle, as you can see. That's blocked off. But with the right combination... Hey, something opened! Of course.
Oh, this is the Zelda puzzle.
Yeah, I just hit the candles until I got the right combo. So, like... Oh, there's a recorder in here, too. There's gonna be a lot of tapes.
Oh boy, more to hear from him.
Unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humor.
This is funny.
That gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
I don't like this guy.
Alright, I truly did not understand how bad a Malkavian can be, but after this... Oh my god,
Yeah, it looks like there's a good chance that all of these guys became his ghouls. Or all these ladies and these guys, they maybe, like, went a little cuckoo from his blood.
He mentioned psychosis, which, yeah, would make sense. Oh. I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this, to be very honest, because, like, God, I feel so bad.
Like, I mean, Malkavians dot whatever the file extension for this video is. Here's another one.
Often,
Oh, God.
with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess in there.
Wow, okay. Shall we continue?
My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
Yeah, he's cuckoo.
Oh,
I don't know if that was clear yet. Excuse me.
no, you can tell. Uh-oh.
Jeez.
Are they wearing masks?
They might be. Who knows? Okay, I don't want to mess up this part, because there's something annoying about this next room. Let's have ourselves a save.
All I can say is someone who wants to be a therapist. Yeah, this place is interesting.
From what little I've seen of insane asylums back in days of yore, I have a feeling that they weren't actually interested in helping anybody.
Let's just say that the history of mental health is a very dark and bloody one.
Oh yeah.
Gotta remember where the term lunacy comes from.
The moon, right?
Because people actually legitimately thought that the moon's light beams could drive you insane.
Oh, so that explains some parts of Toho Project. Let's see, do we go in here or over here? You slowly unlock, like, shortcuts back to places you've already been, so... It's a nice way
Don't
to...
help. Ooh. Mirrors.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's nothing secret about this room. After all, we don't cast a reflection, right? Well, wrong. It was actually a duplicate room the entire time.
Oh, that would have been a real nice way to mess with you, because yeah, vampires don't cast reflections. Apparently.
I should clarify that in the Vampire the Masquerade universe, not casting a reflection is actually exclusive to one of the clans, the La Sombras.
Ah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. They also apparently break technology by touching it. I hope that doesn't happen here.
After decades
I kind of wish it did.
Solitary study of this affliction, I have
Yeah.
learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact.
Oh, jeez,
They
them
are an
too?
understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point
There we go.
to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
Again, I'm sure there was some hint on the paper, but whatever.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters.
Can you maybe
Even
speed it up a
so,
little
I
there,
couldn't
Grout?
help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
Okay, this puzzle is annoying, and so... Yeah, don't get zapped. Probably a bad idea to get zapped. You need to maneuver through this room, flicking all the switches to turn off the lightning. So... As I said, absolutely do not get zapped.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
I can only imagine why he has all this here.
Electroshock therapy is a thing, right?
Yeah. In the old days, I think.
Back when it
God.
wasn't yet confirmed to not work.
God, that's always been kind of like the most insulting thing is science is interesting, but there's always a dark side of it where you have to realize at some point someone had to test some dark theories to confirm if they work or not.
Yeah. This one? Okay, cool.
So if you got zapped, would it be an instant kill?
It would.
Yikes.
I can only hope that's the end of the monologuing for now, though. Not
I
there.
mean, what else can he do? He realized he's a vampire. He thinks everyone else doesn't know what it's like to be a vampire, so now he's going to try to see what it means to be a vampire. Oh no.
Oh, zone line.
In a big area.
Oh, not again. Well, here we go.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of illness or theirs. The voices are very
Yummy.
inconsistent. I
Worth
dare not
it.
mention this symptom to my vampiric
Elder
peers,
Vitae.
for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
So he's hearing voices now. Welcome to the Badness Network. How are ya?
I'm trying to think back to like what they had mentioned before about how like one of the following theories of vampires that all stems from like individual group of powerful vampires. Oh god, my eyes.
Yeah, my apologies.
Good.
Yeah, according to vampire lore, the first vampire was Cain, and then he sired the second generation, and they sired the 13 antediluvians, which were essentially the founders of the clans.
I wonder if that has to be tied to anything. Ow. I noticed the numbers have different colors on them when you swing.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay. Oh. Probably should have.
Was it just basements full of solitary confinement rooms? Pleasant.
Ah, that's what that is. It's actually so disturbing to think that Grout eventually started keeping these guys not for experiments, but for easy blood.
This dude's messed up.
I just love what they're managing to get out of this without being all like, oh, spooky jump scare. No. These guys know.
No, yeah.
They know what they're doing. I like it.
Yeah, same. Like, here's the thing. Ambience can always go much longer than just like a simple jump scare would. Also, wow, this is a source game.
Yeah, walking up the planks.
Yep, getting met with claws for our troubles.
Next thing you know, we'll start finding crowbars.
But yeah, no, like, if anything, I will admit that I have a hard time trying to understand like fear outside of like easy jump scare stuff. But if that's something I know is like suspense and ambience can go such a long way. Yes, I saw that tape recorder.
Yeah, alright, here we go.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely.
What the?
My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me.
Is this Beauty and the Beast?
Here is a Faustian bargain, but I had to.
Never mind.
Their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it. I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
Alright, Victor Freeze.
I'm trying to see if she has like a stake in her. I don't believe so. Yeah, he might have just frozen his wife in there. And turned her into one of those wind-up dancing doll things.
Even before the suit became a Malkavian, he was really messed up, I can easily tell.
Uh-huh.
Why is she a lock?
But seriously, though, was this Beauty and the Beast or what? What the? Mr. Grout? Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's dead. Double dead.
And not a typical way a vampire usually dies.
Yeah. I mean, the stake probably paralyzed him, but like, what the?
He's also changed. Saw the remains of.
Grout's dead. Who the hell are you?
Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Oh God.
Who are you?
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your twin souls
This
to the
accent.
lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the Archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Vampire hunters.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, we better get out of here. Unfortunately, that door's locked. So I guess we got no choice but to jump it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make sure I'm ready for this, though, because now that the whole building's on fire, which is really bad for vampires, there's gonna be enemies that are on fire.
Oh, that's not good.
You know what? Let's take this one out from a safe distance.
There's no, like, scope mode?
Not that I know of. No zooming or scoping or anything like that. Okay. I'll just have to not go that way, that's for sure.
Hey, stop right there.
It's the guard voice.
What?
Just punch and run. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, no, not that one. Bad direction. Not there either.
Oh my God.
Whoever that guy was, he knows how to kill us. And that's enough. Ow.
Oh God. That's a vampire hunter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy, this is hurting.
Gotta be careful.
Freeze!
Fat chance of that, right?
Yeah, no. Absolutely not.
Definitely going to be peeking around corners.
Hey, stop right there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, this place is just... Yeah, this place is falling apart.
Down the window, down the window. Come on. Soaring leap activated.
We didn't even need to have... And we didn't need special pants for that one.
Pants?
It hasn't been that long since our Elder Scrolls playthrough, has it?
Well, I guess that's true. Oh, what do we tell the prince, though?
Yeah.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
I don't smell anything. I've got an appointment with LaCroix.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double-spaced burgers with the onions and the cheese and some bacon and a guacamole. Ooh.
Thanks.
Please don't make me hungry.
I must be, like, charred or something, and he's making jokes about that. Bad news, my boy.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Grout's dead.
Grout's dead? What?
Yeah, and this
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah, and this Bach guy set his house on fire. Nearly killed me.
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
Actually, he was already dead when he arrived.
Bach is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
Well, on the way in, I saw Nines Rodriguez leaving the mansion.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
Why don't you tell me, Captain Dramatic?
It means, under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust the retrieval of the sarcophagus to you. It was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago.
But I just got...
Let me finish. The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
I need money. I'm broke from doing the dirty work.
Yeah, I'm feeling charitable.
Yeah, good enough.
So what do I do now?
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
I'm ready to go.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Okay.
Simple enough.
Yeah, let me check on my quest, by the way. Oh yeah, I can head back to Damsel. And I should head back to Skelter, too. I forgot to turn those in. Always remember to, like, turn in your quests because you get EXP for that. Even though it seems like the thing's over. Hey, Skelter.
You got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick.
What did I do?
You fingered Nines. Said he killed a goddamn primitive.
Well, I just saw him there. At least I think I did.
I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you do it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Hold on.
What the hell did you want?
I took care of the patty problem.
Ghouls ain't nothing but trouble if you ask me. It's a weakness. You're insane.
Alright then. Hey, damsel.
Ugh, can't.
All the plague bearers are dead.
You killed all of them? You. Huh. So I guess you want me to thank you or something? Damn it. Thanks, okay? Well, cool for now, but just don't go bragging to everybody about it.
Aww. I just wanted to help the community. Still a bitch, but in a good way.
Righteous. You know, you just may have an anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Cammy. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft. Somebody in this joint's gotta lack the restraint to keep their mouths shut.
See ya, damsel. See, sometimes you can do good things for the community in this game.
Indeed.
We've picked up a lot of EXP, though. I'm gonna... like, 53. I'm gonna, like, spend a little bit. Because you can't just leave it unspent. That'd be silly. Let's improve... well... I suppose there's nothing wrong with, like, getting the third power. It's the spectral wolf power for animalism. Can also upgrade our other abilities. Make them last longer, make them better. You know, the fun stuff. Perception is good for ranged combat, I will take that. And that's looking pretty good for now. Another point in dodge. Yeah, I'm liking this. So, let's head to that museum. Do you like museums?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in one, though. It'd be nice to visit one again.
Just don't do it at midnight. I hear, like, everything pops out and starts attacking you or something.
Good to know. Gosh. Midnight Museum.
Where to?
Drive. I'll tell you when the mood hits me. So we can't go back to Grout's mansion because it's kind of on fire. In the patched game, you couldn't return to the museum after doing its quest, but they let you return in the patched version.
I'm kind of thankful of that. Sometimes you want to look at the nice art. Maybe get a bite to eat while you're at it.
Mm-hmm. Madame Leota. I don't know. Ancient insects. Ooh, baby. Unlocking the secret of
Old
ancient...
bugs.
Yes. A look into the long-standing tradition of human sacrifice. Ugh.
Oh, that's quite the exhibit.
Mm-hmm. There's the key.
I like this song, though.
You know, there are some really nice ambient tunes on the OST, but they go away as soon as you get inside.
No. Now I'm just upset.
I mean, didn't you want to listen to the tune that was playing all throughout the Ocean House Hotel? Bella Morte.
No.
The last round on Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What do you mean this was made in May?
Oh, did you look up the release date? Ah!
No.
What the heck?
This ain't Dino Crisis.
Damned funny. You scared the crap out of the cleaning crew. Now, would you put the damned raptor back in its exhibit? Oh, and don't leave your keys lying around or Marshall will fire your ass. Keys, you say?
Good to know.
Key.
Don't having a party.
That raptor, man.
You thought it was approaching you, didn't you?
Maybe. Okay. Careful now. Oh boy. Is he come this way, or is he just gonna sit there?
I was just standing there.
I can hear the radio, you know.
And you need something to keep you awake in the graveyard hours.
Oh, jeez. Go that way, go that way. Thank you. Let's see.
There's a rustic-ass museum.
I got no clue. Anyone asks, I got no clue.
With some creepy-as-hell sound effects.
Let's see. Phones. Drinking fountain. Let's see here. Utility. This part can be maybe just a little bit off because it's tough to find the door you're supposed to go through. They're all like painted onto the wall. If the doorknob isn't 3D, you know it's no good.
Yeah. No, see, the painted doors are a part of the museum.
A work of art, you might say.
Indeed.
I don't think there's any, like, bonus for getting through this without killing anybody. So, like, if worse comes to worse, we'll just, you know.
Yeah. And be careful about that. Ooh, computer.
I love Gabe. I love Gabe! Was this on Steam? Well, it's on Steam now. I guess it was. Just a reminder, Dr. Anders Johansson, aka the Sarcophagus Guy, will be working at the museum for the next few days. Show him the professional courtesy we show all our guests. Well, that's not going to be very good. That statue on Daryl's workstation is creeping me out. I was working late the other night, and I swear I thought I saw it move. This isn't another gag, is it? If it is, I don't think it's funny. MEV has detected a virus in the attachment of this message. The virus has been quarantined and notice sent to whatever that address is. Those keys you found? They're Larry's. I'll tell him you left them in the lost and found. Hot. Wait, what? Oh, that was just like a hack fail. 5 letters. Okay, maybe the password's around here somewhere. Uh-oh.
Hey, who's there?
They can't go through doors, can they? Maybe.
Oh, someone here.
Oh, I see.
Sleep.
You know what? Forget it. Combat zone. I'm completely safe. Ooh, police baton. There's a key. The basement. In this room. So it's actually possible to sneak through the vents. Because there's like, yeah, that's a vent. You can drop in through here. And just slip in when the guard is not here and take the key that way. But I needed a drink, man!
I mean, exploring history makes me thirsty.
It really does. Close that. This must be their cubicles. dork. Jan found them buried in the safe downstairs and turned them into the lost and found. Stop leaving your damn keys all over the place, or else next time I'm demanding a finder's fee. I guess that's to tell you where the key is, if you didn't get it.
Yeah, but we got it.
And you'll never guess what's down here. It's those same vending machines! Talk about a reused asset. Oh.
Oh, it's a popular brand. Uh-oh.
Look at this. Look at this guy thinking he's so cool.
Hey, Horace!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Well, sorry to say, you guys, Oh, what? There's a camera!
Oh, boy, that's just wonderful. Sorry, just gotta break your ankles real quick.
Mm-hmm. Funny story about those cameras. Come on. My aim is off.
Hey, stop right there.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they all decided to show up, I guess.
I mean, they heard the alarm, so...
Well, not for long. They did a number on me. I'm starting to wonder about how durable this body of mine actually is. Yeah, you
Well,
can
how
actually...
much I really-
those cameras can actually be shot for some undiscernible reason.
Guess I wonder if there's anything we can do for defense.
Potentially. I gotta sell all those knives, though. Slowly. Where are those footsteps coming from?
Well, there was that one guy that's behind you.
Get in this room. Hey, a ring! And a watch.
And watch.
Change the code again, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we gotta find a code. Easy there, big boy.
Oh, there's like 3 people behind you. You gotta be prepared for it.
Good point. Okay, you asked for it.
There's one guy behind you.
I know.
That walk animation.
I wasn't caught on camera. This does not break the masquerade. But the blood might cause problems. He's hitting his friend.
Shooting him.
Okay. Alright, boys, just... Look at these guys actually treating it like a shootout.
Yeah, at least being a bit smart about it. Not just standing there and taking it.
I'm missing these guys by inches, but... There we go.
Ow. Alright, you deserve a bite for that.
Mm-hmm. A bite for a whack on the head, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've been through here. I can hit this thing, I swear. Now then. There doesn't appear to be an entrance into this room. That's one way to get in. Fetish statue. That must be what Pisha wanted.
There it is.
There's no doorway into this room, so you're gonna have to, like, smash the door, or the window.
And it's effective. Not loud.
Definitely not. Hopefully nobody heard that.
Oh boy.
Now, how do we get the door code? On the computer, perhaps?
Well, good idea.
Or just get the key card, I guess.
Let's see.
I hate my job. The password.
Good password.
FYI, I'll be showing Dr. Johansson around personally. I think he'd prefer not to be pestered by the junior staff. Of course, if you have a question, I'll try to ask him for you. Relax, Pam. I had to move the statue into another office. Oh, and it told me to say hi.
What?
In keeping with good security practices, we have changed the code for Area B222358, effective immediately. I encourage all of you to change your email passwords as well, if you haven't done so in the last 3 months. Well, too bad I already guessed them. 2358.
Yes. Alright, well, we got the code.
Assuming this key card doesn't just do the job for me. No. Okay, time to see what this sarcophagus is all about. Uh-oh. Really? Okay. Hopefully nobody heard that. I guess not. Okay,
No,
never mind.
Yeah. Oh god, they can
You are shooting through the glass, buddy. Okay.
Oh, laser system?
Yeah, just shoot that thing and it's fine, maybe?
Oh, it's randomly turning on and off.
Huh. Well, what kind of lasers would they actually put there anyhow?
Alarms, I assume? Because if they're deadly lasers, that's a little too dangerous.
They're deadly. Okay, not that deadly.
No, they're just alarms. No. Fight.
And he goes down. And he drops a key. Storage room. Let's see here. This has got to be where they're hiding it.
Man, what a storage room.
There's a broken, busted up box.
Oh,
I
no.
can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Beckett, what are you doing here?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
What happened to it?
Since it's missing, I'm inclined to believe it was stolen, or intentionally misplaced, if you like. Clearly, though, it's not here.
Did you steal it?
If I stole it, I would know where it was, and most likely wouldn't be looking for it here.
Well, that's dry of you. So who did? Did you get to examine it at all?
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Gehenna?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
What's an antediluvian?
No one I know has ever met one, but each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire, an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the present, but then kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
I guess that's true. And Cain?
Cain is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
Okie dokie. Can you tell me more about the thin... Sorry, did you have a question?
No.
Okay. So those Thin Bloods.
Thin Bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Why don't you believe in Gehenna?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
Are there any other signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of Thin Bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
This is all fascinating stuff. How long have you been studying kindred lore?
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason. And if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
Stats increased. Well. We're an alien species from outer space. Do you want me to say that one?
The
Go
extent
for it.
to which movies have shaped modern belief systems is extraordinary. Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
Wow, we really are aliens.
He didn't say no.
I enjoy this life, however it came about.
Life's a splendid thing to indulge in. Pity we're dead.
Aww.
Well, my work here's stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
If you find the sarcophagus... Goodbye, Beckett.
I just love this song. I don't know what you call it, but this is a genre I just love so much.
What would it be called?
Like, it is acoustic, but it's also like very slow, somewhat somber.
Cabby? Cabby! I have to look at his elbow.
Need a ride?
Like, it gives me Silent Hill vibes, and I love Silent Hill's soundtrack along, too.
I'm gonna listen to this on the OST later.
Yeah, and if you can find it, please send it my way.
I'm hooked on one particular song from the OST, so that's something. Some nice ambiance. Really sets the tone.
Indeed.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? That
What?
monkey always gets his man.
LaCroix's expecting me.
Say, Fruit Pie, if you're still up and about in a few hours, why don't you stop by at the end of my shift and I'll treat you to breakfast, huh? Endless stack of flapjacks, little boysenberry syrup, your security teddy bear.
I think dressing my own teddy bear in a police uniform would be a much better alternative. Alright, let's see if LaCroix explodes once again.
Looking out the window.
It is a nice view, I'll give him that.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
What is this about?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
About that.
Yeah, it appears to have been stolen.
Stolen?
Stolen? How? Who would...
Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
The Nos...
I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands...
I'll find Gary and the sarcophagus.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless, he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort her out.
Okie dokie.
Goodbye.
Well, I don't really know how they managed to sneak away with that entire giant coffin, but you know.
Well, again, they're Nosferatu. They're more than used to having to sneak around, so...
Howdy.
Yes.
Here's the item from the museum.
Yes. This is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
Looks like a wet, rotting pig's face. Thanks. Says the Odious Chalice is a very, very good item. Despite its interesting appearance, whenever you kill enemies with it, this thing is going to absorb a little blood, and it basically serves as a sub-tank.
Interesting, despite how gross it looks.
Mm-hmm.
It just reminded me of the fact that there isn't a movie that is basically just a single shot of like a city landscape for like 4 real-life hours.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it for you.
Okay, might be of interest. Well, that'll do it for tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ephraim225, and with me as always has been...
Was it 4 hours or 6 hours? I can't remember.
We'll see you in that amount of time. Later, everyone!
Have a good night.